Hello there, all you folks out there in YouTube land. A couple of days ago, the world watched humanity manage to not only intercept a comet, orbit the thing and collect samples, but make a soft landing and record signals that could be usefully interpreted as audio. It is an achievement that not only expands what we know about our universe, but proves that we can achieve nearly anything if we set our minds to it. The spacecraft itself was so well engineered and constructed that it was still operational more than a decade after launch, with somewhere near to a third of that time unpowered in cold soak. The scientists, engineers, and mission staff were rightfully basking in the glory of such a monumental feat, as was their due. One of their number, Dr. Matt Taylor, stopped for a moment to appear on camera and to make a statement and answer a few questions. All well and good, yes. Or at least, nothing particularly unusual. Well, not so much, apparently. For you see, our friend Matt was wearing a polo shirt festooned with images of scantily clad cartoon women. Shortly after that, a woman sent out a tweet with a picture of Matt during the aforementioned interview. It read, No women are too utterly welcome in our community, just ask the dude in this shirt. Right, then. Let's just have a peek under the hood, shall we? The claim you're making here is that STEM fields, those of science, technology, engineering and mathematics are a nearly exclusive boys' club, and that the shirt is a pernicious attempt to keep women out. So then he did this on purpose, to send a message. So you hounded the man until he broke down crying on the telly, trying to apologize because you got your knickers in a twist. You expect him to denounce the shirt, and the European Space Agency to issue a formal apology for his insensitivity. When you get that, you're probably going to start hounding them for his head on a pretty platinum platter so you can have a parade for the destruction of a man that, according to his sister, has trouble parking his own car. He was part of a huge team that put their careers on the line and beat odds that would make most of the universe cringe, and you people ruined that achievement over a shirt. That's right, a standard issue polo shirt. What are you people thinking? I'll be the first person to admit that I can be wordy and rambly, but even I don't have words for how utterly vapid and shallow this is. You want to know why women don't want to get into STEM fields? Why there aren't very many there now? Because you people pull stunts like this. They're rightfully terrified that some brain-dead social justice warrior that wants something to be a victim to is going to point at her and tell her she's a shill to the system, full of internalized misogyny for not taking up the women's studies major at university. Do you have the foggiest idea what this sort of petty hatred stirs up? What it does to people? Dr. Matt Taylor is a human being, and along with his colleagues, which includes women, did something so monumental that we should all be screaming it from the rooftops. You destroyed that. Matt will forever be known in feminist circles as the Shirtstorm guy, his likeness plastered permanently into your minds and textbooks as a chilling example of the patriarchy. That particular demo is all over the rhetoric as something that must be slain. But for some reason, there's not a clear definition. The closest we have to a proper definition reveals a biologically driven thing wherein men protect us in order to secure the survival of the species. That's something you can't just eliminate without something to replace it, nor do I think that women are prepared for what that would entail. To society as a whole, men are disposable creatures, valued for their ability to contribute to the overall health of society, rather than as individuals. We send them off to die in droves, and their deaths rarely warrant anything but local attention, if they even get that. If a woman is killed in the line of duty, then it's on all the wire services before they know what killed her. I've said as much before, and people are just not listening. But I digress. This isn't about me, nor who's more capable of reproduction than whom. This is about a comet, a plucky little lander, and a scientist that had so much faith in the project he helped build that he had an image of the lander tattooed on his leg. This man gave of himself to make this thing happen, as did all the members of that team, male and female, and they were shat on by people that are exceedingly oversensitive. What would have helped the feminist cause more would have been to focus on the women that worked alongside Matt, as role models that prove that women can have lives in STEM fields. Why didn't you do that instead? I would have been right behind you, cheering the whole way. That would have been a celebration of a victory that could never have been taken away. But unless we go and look up the entire project team, we'll never even know their names, because a man wore a shirt that some idiotic science writer didn't like. By complaining about that, the entire world missed an uplifting, positive message. Well, I'm here to set the record straight. Thank you, Rosetta Project, one and all, for being an inspiration to a new generation of explorers and dreamers. You are heroes to us here, and we thank you for your contribution to the future of our species. Without you, there are a multitude of things that we might never discover, things we would have had to wait decades or centuries for that are now at our fingertips. If not one of you ever does another thing for humanity, we would still be forever in your debt. Compared to that, no article of clothing could ever hope to stack up. As a human being, I am deeply ashamed that another member of our species could do something so small-minded and petty to anyone that could even imagine such a feat, let alone pull it off. Never mind bullying a member of such a diverse team to tears over it. You don't owe us an apology, Matt. You never did. We owe you an apology for putting you through the ringer after giving us so much. Let me be the first of what I hope will be many to apologize for the actions of the ungrateful savages that tortured you so. You didn't deserve that. No one does. But you and the Rosetta team least of all. Let me also convey a heartfelt congratulations from our little team here to the entire Rosetta team, and good luck to the Phililander as it starts in on the science that will someday save us from certain extinction. Thank you.